Saquon, first off, how's the knee feeling, and where are you in your rehab process?
The knee's feeling really well. Doing really well in rehab. Just coming every single day with the mindset getting 1% better. Very lucky, have a great team around me, great trainers, great doctors. Everyone has been very beneficial to me and very helpful to me. So, whenever the opportunity I'm able to get back on the football field with my team, I'm definitely going to cherish that moment. And I just honestly can't wait for that day to happen soon.
You think you could be ready for week one?
I don't want to put any speculations out in air. I'm just really just focusing right now on today and tomorrow and the day after that. And I think that's the best way to look at it, and I think that's the best way to do that. When you focus on that little stuff, then the rest will take care of itself.
I've had a torn ACL. For me, the rehab was probably the toughest that I've ever gone through. As I was going through it, I couldn't wait to just jog. Like I was like, I can't believe that I can't even run right now. What was the hardest part for you? Was it something physical, or was it just the mental aspect of not being out on that field with your guys?
I would say the mental aspect, not being out there with your guys. The rehab process is really hard. I would agree with that. You got to start all over. You got to teach yourself how to walk, jog, run, sprint, cut, and all that stuff again. But the mental part, just especially when I hurt myself at the moment, I was really felt like I was letting everyone down, and all my teammates down. So to be able to watch those guys on Sunday was very emotional days, I guess you could say, kind of up and down, because I was happy to see them go out there and ball out, especially with the games that we won. But it was kind of sad at the same time because I wanted to be out there so bad with them. But hey, everything happens for a reason. Just got to continue to get to work and control the things that I can control, and let the rest take care of itself.
Saquon, what did you think of Joe Judge when he first came in, and then as the season went on, and as you got to know him, did your perception change?
Yeah. At first, I think the mindset everyone has was when he came and gave his speech. He let everyone know he's about business and what he's going to be about. So when I first met him and our conversation, I remember it was like I couldn't like stop looking in his eyes. Like I was just like it was like I was talking to a sergeant or something like that. That's how nervous I was. And throughout time, when you got to see him, he got to show his personality, even through Zoom. It was very hard to do that because you can't meet each other. But even through Zoom for OTAs and stuff like that, he got to show his personality. Got to show how competitive he is when we did our team for team stuff, and we would compete during those days, and even during the season, for him, something special with him. When I got hurt, I was trying to be this tough guy and stay strong in the locker room and show like the team that I'm not like obviously I'm physically hurt, but I'm not hurt. And then I kind of just started breaking down in front of him, and he looked me in the eye and told me it's gonna be one hell of a story. And that's the type of guy he is. He got his guys back, and he's a guy that's for his players, and he's a guy that's gonna come in every single day and push you and get the best out of you no matter what.
Is it easier to buy into him and his style because he came from New England and they had so much success there?
No, it's not just because he came from New England. For me, I'm just a big believer in buying in. That's the only way it's going to work, in my opinion. It's not going to work if you don't buy in. The culture won't work, and I think he came in and established a culture. And for me, being one of the leaders and one of the leaders on the team, I try to buy in as best as I can. So we had this thing where you mess up, you got to run laps. I remember there was a time where I messed up, but I don't think it was like really a thing that was caught. And after practice, I ran laps on my own because that's the rule. And that's what I think is going to help us become the team that we're going to become. And I think it started showing that this year, obviously a little later than we would like. And we put ourselves in a position to play a game that had playoff implications. And if we won that game, we put ourselves in a situation to play in the playoffs. And sadly, we just let our faith in another team hand, where we got to learn that we can do that and be better early in the year.
Well, tell me about that a little bit, because I know that it came down to the Eagles having to beat Washington, and we've talked about this so much since that's happened. A lot of guys on the Giants, a lot of your fans were pretty upset with the way that the Eagles handled that situation. How did you personally feel about it as you were watching it, and do you have any hard feelings that might linger in the next season?
No hard feelings. I tweeted something like, "What's going on?" or "Can someone make it make sense to me?" Because I didn't understand what's going on. To be completely honest, I didn't know why Hurts came off the game, and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's easy to sit there and point the finger at the Eagles and saying, "Oh, they're the reason why we didn't make the playoffs." That's not the case. That's not the case at all. It's ourselves. It's on us. We didn't do what we had to do enough early in the season, to put ourselves in the playoffs. We gave ourselves a chance, but now we learn from that situation that never put your faith in another team's hands, and that's why we got to come out in this off season. And whenever we are able to link up, take it serious, treat it serious, and when the season starts, try to get a jump ball in the year. So at the end of the year, we don't make it a question.
Your offensive line, as the season went on, seemed to settle in and perform well. How encouraged are you by the way those guys stepped up, and how excited are you to run behind them?
Very excited. You saying that brings fire to my face. Obviously, things were a little shaky in the beginning of the year. I remember the first game of the season, we didn't have our best game in the run game at all. But I remember bringing those guys after the game and talking to each and every lineman, saying we're a very talented group. We got to just keep coming to work every single day, and we're gonna get this thing figured out. Unfortunately, I got hurt. Wayne and then Alfred and all those guys and Dion took over, and they started getting things clicking. And I think you saw when we got the run game going, we were a very hard team to beat. We have a great run game, you have a great defense, and you have a great quarterback, and talent all around, which I believe we have. We can take that middle portion towards the end of the season. I think we played some of our best ball, and start off with that. I think we're going to be in a very good place.
Saquon, I had Barry Sanders on the show today, and I asked him about some of his favorite guys to watch. Who were some of your favorite running backs growing up to watch play?
Obviously, I've never seen Barry play, but Barry is definitely my favorite. Just with the help of YouTube, and be able to watch his style of run and see the things that he's able to do. I think he's the most electrifying player in NFL history with a ball in his hand. I'll say Walter Payton, Sweetness is another guy that I love watching growing up. Obviously, I didn't watch him play again, but just with YouTube. Curtis, I actually did watch Curtis Martin play. I was a big Jets fan, so Curtis Martin, Thomas Jones had a little streak there too with the Jets. Shannon Green, a Big Ten running back that played with the Jets. Like watching those guys when I was a kid growing up. AP is an amazing runner. I would say him, and then for college, I would go Reggie Bush, and in the NFL too. I would say Reggie Bush is some of those guys that stood out to me, and I love watching them play.
How close are you with Miles Sanders, and what's your relationship like with him, being that he followed you at Penn State? And do you guys have any kind of friendly competition going?
Yeah, Miles Sanders, that's my dog. I came in the year before him, and then he came in, and we kind of been playing. We played in college 2 years with each other, and I always knew he was talented and knew he was special. I feel like that he actually has opportunity to be one of the best backs in the league. I think he is already, in my personal opinion. But you got to show it, and obviously he got to get more chances, more opportunities to do it. But I think he's averaging like 5 yards per carry, something like that. Something really well absurd, to be honest. So I'm really excited for his future. I think I commented on something on his post the other day. It was like, "This is the year," or something like that. It's going to be the year that you come in and you show everyone, because I really do believe that he's going to push himself up there and be one of the key names at the running back position.
Saquon, tell me what you're doing with Verizon and Verizon 5G Stadium in Fortnite.
Yeah, Verizon 5G Stadium Fortnite today, linking up with some NFL players and gamers, and get to put on a little show for the fans. And it's amazing, obviously, what's going on in the world to partner up with Verizon and find a way to still give back and show that we're doing something in a fun way, and put smiles on people's face. And I've been working with Verizon for a pretty long time now, and it's always a pleasure when I'm able to work up and link up with those guys.
One last one for you. You tweeted the other day, and it got my attention, and said, "I know God is working, so I smile." As a believer, I know what that means. What does it mean to you that God is working, and it puts a smile on your face, probably peace in your heart?
Well, yeah. Well, one is a Kirk Franklin song that I was bumping, and I love that song. But what it means to me is that no matter what, there's gonna be people that's gonna say anything about you. There's going to be people that are going to criticize you. But at the end of the day, I know that I got God on my side, and if I continue to come to work every single day and have belief in Him, the rest going to take care of itself.
Saquon, pleasure, man. Thank you so much for spending some time with me.
Thank you. Appreciate that.